This is a how-to video for welding and fabricating some metal entry gates. I was hired by a client to build 3 entry gates, and this is a compilation of building all 3 of those gates. First thing I'm going to do is weld a cap on the top of the vertical end pieces. I build my gates by coping the horizontal pieces and then welding those to the vertical pieces. I'm using a coping jig to mark out the cut. I'm using my Hypertherm plasma cutter, and I love this machine. It's caused me no problems with 5 years of usage. The plasma cutter has what's called a drag tip, which means you can drag it across the surface of the metal. But I find that this usually hangs up and causes a much more rough cut, so I usually just have the tip hover over the pipe. A couple taps and the cut off piece comes right off. Now I'll come back with the plasma cutter and bevel these parts of the cope so it fits better with the vertical piece of pipe, followed by some touch-up work with the grinder. Looks to fit close enough. Here I've got one of the short vertical pieces and long horizontal pieces clamped together. That silver aluminum square I picked up from Fireball Tooling, and it's pretty handy. Here I'm just going to put a single tack to hold these 2 pipes together. And now I'm placing the second long horizontal piece. Now I'm using the adjustment on my stand to get the pipe level. And here I'm doing the same thing with the other end of the gate. I'm using that wooden piece as a spacer to ensure that I have the same distance on both sides of the gate. It makes it a lot easier so later I don't have to hand fit all the slats. And now I'm measuring the diagonals of the gate to make sure it's square. Now that both ends are level and the frame is square, it's time to finish welding up the frame. You could probably MIG weld this, but I just like the security of knowing that I stick welded it and it's extra strong. And it's only 3/16 thick, so no reason not to downhill weld instead of uphill. Here I'm temporarily tacking on a piece of flat bar. You'll see later that I'm using this as a shelf to hold some plywood spacers to keep the slats at the right spot. And I'm using a stick welder here just because I don't feel like cleaning the junk off that flat bar. That powered A-frame crane is pretty handy to have. The gate in between the 2 outer verticals is 139 and 3/8 inches. So I want to have 24 staves or spokes or bars or whatever you call it in between here. So, and these are 3/4 inch width. So I figured we want to figure out the distance between here. So we'll have X plus the width of the square tubing, and we'll have 24 of those. And then plus we want X at the end, and then that'll equal 139 and 3/8 inches. So we have 24X plus 18 plus X equals 139 and 3/8. So we have 25X equals 121 3/8. And so that means X equals 4 7/8. It's actually 4.885 if you don't round, but I have a construction calculator. So this app I have is BuildCalc. We'll take 139 inches and 3/8, and we'll subtract 18, and then we'll divide that by 25, and we get 4 7/8. But the good thing about this calculator is it doesn't store it as 4 7/8. It stores it as a decimal, and then I have it set to round up or round down to the nearest 16th. But it stores it at the decimal, so you're not losing any accuracy. So each piece of tubing is 3/4. So the spacing from the edge of this pipe to the outer edge of the first tubing is 5 5/8. So we'd mark that on the horizontal pipe. We'll store this as memory 2. And then we just keep on. So then the outer edge of the next tubing, 11 3/16 plus the next tubing. And so if you look, it started out as a 7/8, but it's got some 16ths in it now. So it's actually, it's moving it to the nearest 16th, because if you just did 4 7/8 straight up, you'd end up with like an error of like 3/8 of an inch at the end. So actually, this is a really cool app. I paid, I think, $4 or $6 for this 5 years ago, but this thing is well worth the money I spent. I use it all the time. Bill calc. And so there we go. That's how we have the gate divided up into 24 pieces of 24 verticals, evenly spaced.
Okay, so hopefully that long math lesson didn't make you skip to a different video. I'm cutting the slats on my Harbor Freight bandsaw that just won't die. And here I'm using that flat bar as a shelf I was talking about earlier. The spacer ensures that the slats are right in the middle of the pipe when I weld it up, without too much fuss. And now I'm just doing a lot of tack welding. Okay, now I'm cutting that flat bar off because I don't need it anymore. And I'm going to weld the slats up for real now. Though I love stick welding, a MIG welder here is a much better tool. It's a little hard to see, but those are the 2 hinges for the gate. And I'm just making sure the hinges are actually level. I had tacked them on, now I'm going to weld them up. I feel like this is definitely a place where a 7018 rod is the right tool versus a MIG gun. Let me know down below in the comment section if you prefer to MIG weld or stick weld, or maybe even TIG weld, which I don't know how to do. But I'd like to hear what y'all have to say. Central Texas in springtime. Almost looks like Ireland. Okay, now I've jumped to me being at the customer site. Mixing up some concrete to set the gate posts. Some tamping action to get out any air pockets. And a quick check with my trusty torpedo level to see if it's plumb. Probably the preferred method to support gate posts is to run a horizontal pipe going over the top. But this location has 18-wheelers going in and out, so a horizontal piece would be way too high. So I'm going to use earth anchors and steel cable to support the post instead. Right before I did this, a massive front came through and the wind went from like 0 miles per hour to 30. The gusting wind made hanging this gate quite a challenge. So what I'm doing here is I use the skid steer to get the gate in approximately the right spot, and then I'm using 2 come-alongs to level the gate and get it in the exact spot I want. Now I'm going to tack the hinge to the post. You can also see in this shot the cable that I've run from the earth anchor to the post to support the post. I'm making sure the gate is plumb. And to double check, I'm making sure that the hinges are plumb as well. Now I'm tacking in the bottom hinge. Quick check to make sure the end of the gate is still level. And now I'm going to add a few more tacks to the hinges. Here I'm pulling the gate off the hinges to give me more easy access to finish welding them up. And now it's the moment to see if this is a success or a giant failure. That concrete block is just because the wind's blowing so hard. This was a fun project for myself. I hope you learned something, how to fabricate, weld, and install entry gates. Thanks for watching. Please hit that subscribe button. Have a great day.